Hey guys, Coach Aaron here. I for a while have been wanting to put up a pull-up bar somewhere here in my garage so that I can practice. Ask Coach Gus and he'll tell you definitely one of my weaknesses. So instead of buying one online for $30 to put in a doorway, which I could do, but it's not particularly stable, and if I start swinging or kipping, it just doesn't give what I want. And instead of buying one online for over $100, I figured I can make one, and I thought I'd make a little video to show you how I did it myself, and so you can do the same. What you're gonna need is two. These are called floor flanges. These are 1-inch floor flanges. You can get these at Lowe's, Home Depot. Two lengths of pipe that are threaded on both ends. These are for your shorter segments that'll come down from the ceiling. Be sure to make sure they're threaded. Lowe's and Home Depot can do this for you as well. Two 90-degree elbow fittings. These are 1-inch, just like my pipe. You can do this 3/4 inch. Probably wouldn't go any smaller than that. You can do it bigger than 1-inch. It'll test your grip more, but it's all up to your personal preference. And this is a 36-inch piece, a little wide enough that I can do a little wider grip, but not too terribly wide that I lose some support. Also threaded both ends. My board is 54 inches long. That's what I'm actually going to screw into the ceiling, up into the rafters here, and then bolt the pull-up bar onto that. Mine's 54 inches, so it will span across between the supports, and each of these are about 16 inches apart, so I should be able to bolt it on at least 4 of them. And here is a bag with some flat washers to use on the floor flanges, some 4-inch lag screws that will be used to mount the board to the ceiling, and some 2.5-inch lag screws will be used to mount the pull-up bar into the 2x4. And then you're also going to need a drill set, and something to mark the board with, mark out your holes, and of course a tape measure as well. So I got 8 lag screws in order to bolt this board to the ceiling, and that way I could put 2 into each support. Should be more than enough. What I'm going to do is I got a board that's 54 inches long, which is a little bit longer than what I need, but that way the screws aren't right at the end of the board. So I'm going to put the first ones about 3 inches from the end of the board, and then continue to mark these locations every 16 inches. And then I will mark a second hole at each of those locations along the board as well, and I'll drill pilot holes so that when I put the lag screws in, they don't split the wood. Alright, now that we've got our board all set up, now we just got to assemble a pull-up bar on the ground, so then we can figure out how it's going to mount to the board. Pretty self-explanatory, just all screws together. So we got the pull-up bar all screwed together and we got the board all set up. So here is the pull-up bar on the board, basically upside down of what it will be once it's mounted to the ceiling. So here I've kind of evenly split the bar on the board, and at this point all I did was take a Sharpie. I went on and I marked holes for the locations where that floor mount is going to go onto the board. I want to make sure to not put the pull-up bar onto the board and then mount it to the ceiling, because we may need to hit these pilot holes for the studs all the way up into the boards in the ceiling a little bit, and we want to make sure we have room to get the drill. So we're going to drill the pilot holes for the pull-up bar, and then we'll put the board up, and then we'll put the bar onto the pull-up up under the board. Alright, now that we have the board up on the ceiling, time to attach the bar. So something else I was going to comment, we got the fasteners that I showed you earlier. I did get some 1/4 inch washers to put on these as well, because the head is kind of small on these bolts. So this just gives a little extra surface area when mounting that floor flange to the board. Well, there you guys have it. My pull-up bar that I just made, hung up in the garage. I hope you guys enjoyed this little do-it-yourself project. And if you're interested in more details, check out the blog post below. And I'll be doing some more do-it-yourself home gym type things as I find different things I need to work on my weaknesses. So you can do a good variety of different things on this. I've got space for my head still, and about enough space to hang. So if you like this video, share it. Let me know what your experiences are building a pull-up bar yourself. Any design tweaks that you would recommend. I'm always open to improved engineering. And please share this post with anybody else you might know who could use a little extra practice, or once has talked about wanting to build something like this in their own home. So thanks, guys.